A thread by Carlos Osuita. I know people will want me to talk about this, so I'll write a preemptive thread. President Trump and First Lady Melania have tested positive for COVID 19. President Trump tweeted, "Tonight, Melania and I tested positive for COVID 19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together." And the First Lady tweets, "As too many Americans have done this year, the President and I are quarantining at home after testing positive for COVID 19. We are feeling good, and I have postponed all upcoming engagements. Please be sure you are staying safe, and we will all get through this together." Carlos continues, "The thing to remember is that the disease itself is not serious unless there are, quote, comorbidities. A comorbidity is two or more chronic diseases or conditions in a patient. What are comorbidities that make COVID 19 serious? Known comorbidities: cancer, chronic kidney disease, COPD, immunocompromised state from solid organ transplant, obesity, body mass index of 30 or higher, serious heart conditions such as heart failure, coronary artery disease, cardiomyopathy, sickle cell disease, type 2 diabetes mellitus. The body mass index isn't really useful in determining obesity. Athletes and people with strong, heavy bones are obese if you go by the BMI. We don't know how heavy Trump is because he's armored at all times except in private. When you see him on the golf course, that's not his real shape. He doesn't go anywhere in public without being armored. That's just the sad reality of our country right now. Trump clearly doesn't have the illnesses that put him at severe risk. Obviously, Melania doesn't either. The only other possible risk factors are eliminated because they're things like pregnancy, smoking, untreated high blood pressure, liver disease, and so on. The good old AP took this development as an opportunity for partisan politics, of course. AP says this is a reminder that the virus is still spreading. Nope. It's a reminder that the massive number of tests we're doing is identifying more cases than anybody else in the world. The CDC says that hospitalization for influenza-like illness, ILI, is normal for this time of year. CDC.gov, COVID view, key updates for week 38. It's too much to ask for the simple truth from the press. But Trump and Melania will be fine. Here's how CNN decided to put it. Quote, "News of Hicks' positive test comes amid continued efforts by the Trump administration to blatantly disregard science and best public health practices during the pandemic, with West Wing staff actively eschewing masks and the president defying recommendations from his own coronavirus task force, proceeding with a busy schedule of packed campaign rallies." From CNN.com, President Donald Trump tweets he and First Lady Melania Trump test positive for coronavirus. Since the press is already going political, so will I. The press and the Democrats will now be doing Trump's campaigning for him by jeering and wishing him ill. By the time Trump recovers, he'll be rested and in a better place politically than he was before he tested positive. I found a video that illustrates the dangers of insisting that you know better. Not one of our more illustrious moments. Link in the thread, radio conversation between the US and Spain. I did laugh. I hope you did too. The President and First Lady love us. Send them your love in the form of all the positive energy you can muster. There's enough negativity. Be their sunshine. Addendum. Dr. Jill Stein is the first major political figure to step in and begin campaigning for President Trump. Great job, Doc, especially coming from a medical doctor. This is good for at least 50,000 new Trump voters. Keep it up. Dr. Jill Stein tweeted, "As Martin Luther King said, The arc of the moral universe bends towards justice. Looks like it just took a hairpin turn. Hashtag Trump has COVID. Enjoy hell, Dr. Stein.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.